Okay, so I saw this tweet that was going viral all over Twitter, and all it said was, "You miserable bitch." So naturally, my curiosity was piqued. And the post that OP was referencing was a TikTok that said this: "We had guests leave our wedding when they read our quote-unquote ridiculous rules." Now, you may find it crazy to leave someone's literal wedding because they have a few little rules, but grab your popcorn and sit down. Because in all honesty, I get why some of these guests were leaving. No seconds for dinner. I calculated it, and each plate of mashed potatoes costs 3 hours of me working. I'm sorry, but if people keep getting plate after plate, I would cry watching my time get spent like that. One plate is enough. Alright, maybe you could say that I'm ignorant and that I don't know what I'm talking about, but in what universe does a serving of mashed potatoes cost 3 hours of your shift at work? But I get it. You want to save money, and that's fine. But here's where it gets completely unfair to me. Their second rule is no hired staff. Everyone does their part, no matter what age. We had kids as young as 5 washing utensils, and my grandparents were carrying chairs. It was just magical to see the family come together. You got 5-year-old children working! I need you to process that. So explain this to me, okay? Because I'm failing to understand. You want to cut costs by not hiring a singular staff member, so you force your family to take on the burden of that labor instead. But you're still going to forbid them from getting more than a single plate of food in reward for helping you. I understand that it's your special day, but the absolute least that you could do in return for their hard work is let them just have a little bit more food. No naughty music. We have seniors in the building who would be appalled at some of the music played at weddings. You're encouraged to make song requests as long as it's appropriate. Keep it classy.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What exactly do you think somebody is gonna play at a wedding? Cupcake? No! Here's the thing. If your grandfather hears a song and is in shock to the point of making a scene or wanting to literally leave your wedding just because there's one single swear word in a song, that is just outrageous! These people are already hungry and working for free on top of that. And now, they can't even ask for a fun song to dance to, like Without Me by Eminem, because there's some 70-year-old who can't handle the F word. Respect the seat alignment. Unless you are getting a drink, food, or going to the bathroom, there is no need to be out of your seat. Some guests just want to stay with their group and not socialize, and that has to be respected. NPC-ass, robotic-ass wedding is this? So I can't even get up to dance? Oh my goodness. You can tell me what colors to wear at your wedding. Yes, absolutely. But you cannot tell me that I can't be a regular human and simply walk around the venue. Look, I'm not the most social person in the world. If I attend an event with my family or with my friends, more often than not, I'm really just gonna stick with them and hang out with them the entire time rather than try and hang out with anyone else. However, not only am I not opposed to having a conversation with a stranger, but even if I was, I wouldn't want other people to be prohibited from socializing with other people because of my own personal issues. That is selfish, and I'm sorry, but it's also a terrible rule. You just want people to behave like zombies the entire time, and that's really weird. If you and your date break up, there goes your +1. Huh? Our wedding is not a free-for-all. Are you paying? Okay, I am not a fan of your tone. Humble yourself. But secondly, this one just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. If you've already booked and planned for somebody's +1 because they told you in advance they were bringing a +1, and that person's +1 dumps them before the wedding, why would they not be allowed to replace that spot with somebody else that you already paid for? I mean, just listen to what you're asking here. You're asking someone who's recently just been broken up with to come single and alone to an event that is celebrating a relationship and love. What kind of emotional torture is that? Do you just want to run their face? It would quite literally be a waste of your money to make that person who had a +1 but has been dumped to go alone. You already paid for them. I don't know how much more clear I can make that. Juice bar. We didn't invite people who need to drink to have fun, so we knew our juice bar would be a hit. This is usually the most expensive part of a wedding, so we saved a boatload with this. Jesus Christ. As somebody said it perfectly in the comments, your wedding sounds like it literally could have just been an email. And I agree with them. You don't want to hire staff. You don't want to pay for food. You don't want people to socialize. You don't want people to get up and dance. You don't want any songs playing with any cuss words. So what exactly can guests do at your wedding? Putting a limit on an open bar is certainly something that I agree with. I wouldn't want anybody getting belligerently wasted at my wedding, but I do want people to actually loosen up and enjoy themselves after the ceremony. It's supposed to be a celebration, so pop those bottles and have a good night. Just know your limits and we're all good. And I understand that you want to cut costs, but you didn't even hire a photographer either. So how much of your special night are you willing to sacrifice just to save money? Because another rule was that every single person must be out by 10:30 p.m. We love party animals.
Are you sure about that?
Who stay up late and want to have fun. But my husband and I still have work in the morning, so we need to get a good night's rest just like any other day. Okay, so you're cutting all these costs to make your wedding as lame as possible for what? I could totally understand if you were doing this so you and your partner could go on an extravagant honeymoon afterwards. But you're not even doing that! You're just gonna go back to work the next day willy-nilly and not even take one day to yourself as newlyweds? I really don't get it. No toasting or speeches. My husband and I have terrible social anxiety, so being out on the spot like that could make us have a panic attack, so no thanks. Is this even real at this point? If you and your husband are as socially anxious as you say you are, then why are y'all even having a wedding to begin with? One of the most social events in human history. One of the most special and memorable parts of a wedding is having your parents or your sibling or a close friend say something wonderful about you and your life and your relationship and how happy and proud they are of you. So why would you not want anybody to do that for you? That's miserable. This is a miserable wedding. My sister really struggles with social anxiety, and not even she would enforce a rule like this. And lastly, no shoes allowed. Being raised on a farm, we're used to being one with the land and want everyone to experience what that's like. We want to bring out the inner child in all of our guests and feel that freedom. Yeah, okay, so I'm not responding to that RSVP. Hell, I'd be shocked if anybody responds to the RSVP. Because, brother, on top of all that other nonsense, I now also can't wear literal shoes to keep my feet clean and protected because you were raised on a farm? I don't care. That's nasty, fam. One more thing. If you don't want people at your wedding to take pictures and post them online before you can post them online, that is perfectly reasonable and I completely understand that. But to take people's phones from them at the entrance and having them locked away until after the reception is genuinely crazy because you aren't thinking about the personal lives of those in attendance. In the case that a guest is receiving a call or a text because there's an emergency going on at home, they have absolutely no clue and no way of responding to the person who needs help simply just because you don't want any pictures of your wedding posted to their Instagram story. Now what? What are they supposed to do? It is incredibly dangerous to strip some people's only form of contact with their loved ones like this. You never know what could happen to anybody at any time. So just ask people to respect your wishes and just tell them to keep their pictures to themselves until you give them permission to post them online. It's really not that difficult. I just don't think people know how to truly act anymore because there was a tweet that also went viral on Twitter that said this: "Am I wrong for not wanting to go? She blocked me for saying fuck her birthday." And I think this person had every right to do so, because the birthday girl texted a group chat and said this: "Hey, so rules for my birthday. No lashes done, no hair done, no makeup done, no taking a bath, no brushing teeth, nails cannot be done, and don't try and outdress me. If you don't like the rules, simple, don't come. And the gift must be brought in order for you to enter. Must be over $100. You guys are delusional! Why would you not want other people to respect you like this? If I was having a birthday dinner, I want people to smell good. I want people to be clean. I want people to dress nice. I don't care about anybody showing me up on my birthday. I just want to spend time with the people that I love, eating good food and doing fun things. And to demand all of that out of someone while still also making it a priority for them to bring in $100 gift is wildly entitled, and some of you do need a reality check. So can we just be normal? Please? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Mwah! I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.